Welcome back to the vlog. If you're new here, my name is Sage. I'm a mom to 3 boys, a teenager, toddler, and 5-month-old. And today I'm going to be doing a little vlog answering all your questions. I asked you guys questions on Instagram and I'm going to answer them today. I know everybody has a lot of questions about my life, so we're going to do a little girl talk really quick. Lacey. Before we do girl talk, I really quickly want to show you guys this little vlog I filmed while I was staying at Luke and Nick's little beach house, because we actually did some really fun stuff. So it's not a ton of footage where it's a full vlog. So really quickly I'm going to insert that. We're about to take the kids and walk to get ice cream. It's pretty cold out today, but there's not much to do around here, so. Bobo!
Bobo, look at mom.
That's huge, bub. We got our ice cream and we're walking to the beach.
All of these houses right here is shit. This way, good.
We're too cold to finish the rest of this. Bubba, what are you doing? Luke and Nick are at work right now and it's just me and the kids. So we're gonna make some lunch. I need to Instacart some groceries here because there's nothing to eat. And there's some places you can walk to, but the kids probably don't wanna walk that far, and I don't wanna walk super far if I don't have help with both little boys. So we're gonna make some lunch, and then I'm gonna kind of show you guys the beach house vibes because it's pretty cute here, but we're only gonna stay here a couple nights, and then I think we're gonna go back to my parents. I just Instacarted some groceries because there's nothing to eat here. So I got stuff to do. Yogurt with strawberries and then some little sandwich situation. This is the sleeping arrangement right now at the beach house. All right, let's make one big sandwich and then cut it in half. Sound good? That's lettuce. Yeah. I'll show you what turkey is. Cheese. Sandwiches that are really falling apart. All right, here's your sandwich. Now that we're back from the beach house vlog, let's answer all your guys' questions and do a little girl talk. I have all your questions on here. Ooh, I love this question. First question, what are 3 things you really want in your new house? I definitely want a house that I can have a Jack and Jill bathroom for the little boys because I think that's so cute. So if we can find that, I would love that. Next, I don't really care about the inside of the house as long as there's a huge yard because we all know during the summer, my kids are outside all day long. And thirdly, if I'm moving, I'm considering moving out of state. So if I do that, this isn't really a priority, but if I decide or find a house here that I really like, I want to be close to the things that we're already doing where I don't have to drive 30 to 40 minutes just to get to school, to preschool, to my favorite grocery stores, to the doctor. So those are kind of my priorities right now. What is going on with you and your baby daddy? I'm so out of the loop. Okay, this I'm not going to give a super big explanation on because I've explained it a little bit, and I'm going to make, I think, a podcast-like episode explaining this more, but me and him are taking a little break because we both needed space to work on our own things. Once we both kind of get our lives back together, we both feel like we're in a really good place mentally, we're going to try again. Are you going to try for a girl or are you done with kids? I know people are probably going to be mad at this answer because everything that's going on with me and the baby daddy, but yes, I definitely want more kids and do really want a girl. And it's hard to say you're trying for a girl because then gender disappointment is a whole nother topic, but I would love to have a girl at some point, but I do think it's kind of fun to have all boys first, and then I'd just be happy with one girl because she could be my bestie, and then the boys all have each other. How's your mental health? Always got to check on the mama. My mental health is okay. Some days it's great. Some days I feel like I'm thriving right now. I'm doing the best I've done in a really long time. I feel like I'm doing so much more with my job, aka social media, than I've ever done. I feel like I'm working out more, I'm making time for myself, even though I'm solo having the kids 24/7. But there are some days where I feel really sad and unmotivated, and especially at night, when you're all alone, I feel really, really sad. How long have you been working on your clothing business? I have been working on this a really long time. Salty Coffee is the name of my clothing business, but unfortunately, the person we used for screen printing, I originally was told they printed on demand, meaning you didn't have to order a bunch of t-shirts, a bunch of orders at one time. I was told, like, if you get 5 or 6 orders, I'll print them the next week. Like, so I thought that's how it was going. So I put unlimited. I said, like, you could get like like there was no number of t-shirts you had to pick from. There was no there's unlimited sizes there. But then when that happened, my screen printer didn't really actually like that, so I'm looking for a new screen printer, and I'm closing the business for just a little while because I have a ton of stuff going on right now, and I feel like I need some help with it, so I'm also looking for an assistant. So until I get an assistant, I think Salty Coffee is closing for a little bit. How is house hunting going? Honestly, awful. I originally thought I really want to buy a house where we are right now, but there's literally nothing available that I like. Everything's either so old that we'd have to do a ton of work to it, and if you're renting, you can't even do that. Or everything is crazy expensive. I paid a crazy expensive rent last year. I was okay paying it, and at the beginning I was like, oh yeah, that's no big deal. Now me thinking about how if I would have just found a house in a lower price range, I could have had so much more money saved up at this point. So yeah, so now I'm thinking of renting out of state because I'm like, why not travel and experience new places? While the kids are young. So house hunting is not going great. Why are you living at your parents' house? I know a lot of people do not want to believe me on this, but our house had a huge issue with water leaking, and due to water damage, bugs getting in the house, and it was so gross to the point I was like, I have to leave. Like, our lease wasn't even up yet. It was soon to be up, but I asked my mom, I was like, can I please come stay at your house? Like, this is so gross. And then within a week of me staying at my mom's, I was like, you know what? I think I really like this break. From that house, from my life that was going on, from everything. I think me and Luke kind of need a break. So I decided I'm going to stay at my mom's. And I asked my landlord if we could just end the lease, and he said yes, and so now we ended the lease and we are looking for a new place. What's your advice for young girls struggling with self-confidence? This, I was a young girl really struggling with self-confidence. I had a terrible ED from the age of 13 to the age of 19. And honestly, having kids cured my self-confidence, self-worth, like, because I finally felt like a sense of self-worth, besides just being skinny. And I grew up doing ballet, very serious ballet. I was pre-professional. I did a lot of summer camps away at professional companies, and I had no sense of self, kind of, I feel like. And I felt like my whole job was to be skinny, to be a better ballerina. And I know skinny has nothing to do with confidence, so this is where I'm going. But now that I have kids, I feel like my job is to protect my kids and to be the best mom. And so I say find something that's like really fulfilling to you. Find something that makes you feel fulfilled and that gives you self-worth, that has nothing to do based around looks or anything like that, because I feel like if you base it around looks, it's a fake confidence. This is the last question I'm gonna answer because I do have to go pick Bub up from school. Okay, this is like a good last question, I feel like. I'm 7 weeks pregnant with my first baby, scared but excited. How did you prepare? When I was pregnant for the first time, I over-prepared. I was taking birth classes. I had a doula come and meet with me and Luke. I was reading all the parenting books, and I feel like the best advice is, for one, after you have a baby, especially if it's your first kid, to just enjoy the time when they're little, binge watch a show. Like, you are okay to relax. But I also think it's really good to try and get back into your normal routine and incorporate your kids into your routine, if that makes sense. But also, if you're asking, like, how do you prepare for birth, recommend Built to Birth on YouTube. She was my favorite. I watched every one of her videos when I was pregnant, and that'll help you have a great birth. Okay, guys, that's all the questions for the day. I have to go get Bub to school. I have to go pick up Bub from school. I'm literally going to be so late. And we have a baseball game to go to, so I'll see you guys in the next vlog. I love you.